Right, everyone. Just going to do a couple more projects. And I'm using Cladium for modelling pottery and flowers. And hopefully it hasn't dried up on me. No, it seems to be alright. I won't be needing much. Yeah, that's fine. And I'll put it in a sealed bag. So, let me just pop that back in there. We're only going to be using small bits. What I've got are these acorn cups. Some of them with the acorns in. But I'm going to want to try and cut them out. Now, for those of you who bought these, we were selling these not long ago. See, now I'm going to keep that wire on because that's going to be good. I'm going to keep that in as well. Yeah, that'll be good, that. And it's still on the stick, which is great. Okay, because these, what I'm going to make, and it's just, let me just find something that's good enough to go over that. Now, this will do. See this? It's the right shape. And what I'm going to do is press that on and press that down like that. Now these don't have to be perfect at all. So we're just going to make little mushrooms. I've also got this one that'll make a smaller one. It's just a bead on a bit of wire. So if you haven't got anything that you think you need, just make something. And we can get that shape. Pop that off. I'm going to make another one of those, I think. Yeah, I can even do, so I don't know if I've got, oh yes I have, let me just see, I've got a smaller teardrop here. See, it's smaller, so I make a baby one. And because I'm going to wet my finger and smooth the clay out, like that, and they are not perfect shapes, far from it. Make a small, just wet your finger and smooth the clay out. Like that. And then we can take that off. Like I say, they're not supposed to be perfect at all. But I'm going to make a little family of them on here. So now what I need is a little bit more clay, because we do have to make the stalks. And I think all you do with that, soften it up in your hands. Like that. Now, I've got a little bit of water here. I'm just going to move this out of the way, and I'm just going to put the water just a touch in there. You only need a little bit. Like that. Dab your finger and wet the clay. And then what you're going to do, I think we need that one a little bit thinner. And then we just attach that like that. Now I do need to put a bit of wire in there, so what, I've got my wire here. I see my wire. I don't want them too tall, so I'm going to cut a couple that size. It's already got one wire and one that size, and I'm just going to straighten this out a little bit. Well, they don't have to be straight, that's the whole point of them. But this one's going to be. And we push that wire through the stalk like that. And then looks like a willy. Sorry. Just looks like a willy. Oh dear, I'm bad. I will put it to dry. Sorry. I know I'm bad. Well, that's what it looks like. Oh dearie me, I'm getting worse as I get older. Right, so like I say, we'll push that in. That does have to move. Oops! Now, that was my fault. So just wet that end. Pop that on. Sorry. I know I'm bad. We don't care. This one I'm actually going to push in to the clay, because it is, I've made a shape with it. And I just want to make sure we smooth that out. I'm going to pop that one on there. And we're going to try and fix that. Maybe I should have put the wire on first. Hang on, let me see if I can glue this on. Because we're going to have a little bit of that's it. Now what I'm going to do before this sets, let me just take this one off again. I'm just going to bring this one out like that. Pop that one back in. I don't like that one in there like that. I'm going to move that over like that. They can rip. I mean, mushrooms and toadstools do rip. Like that. And I think what I'll do is, let me just take this one out again. We can redo that, it's no problem, and I can get the wire in. which is what I should have done. And then we can break that off, put some water on there, smooth it out again. Like that, that's it. And I'm going to push this out a little bit. Let's bob a little bit of water in there. Like that. So that's going to be a little family of mushrooms, and as you can see, they're not hard to do, but then you've got to put them somewhere to dry. So I'm going to leave mine here next to me. So let's see if we can do some more. I want another one of those. Now this one I've actually done as like an insect house, and I've just glued that together because when I put the hole in it, it split, so I've glued it back together, and then that we will put a wire of some sort into there. Now I'm just going to try, without stabbing myself, to add a bit of wire in here. Yeah, I think we can do that. How much have I got? Yeah, that's plenty. So I've got my little bit of wire here. And what I'm going to do with it is to kind of like bend it like that. I really need this to stay in here. See, like that. I'll just see if I can force that down a little bit. Yeah, that's it, done. So we need to put the house like that. Now, I need to put this onto a block, which I've got here. No, I've got a different wooden disc. No, do I need that one? No, I think the weight of it is going to need a decent wooden one. So I'm just going to, and I can colour all of this later. Right. Right, so we're doing that. Now to start with, I'm going to glue this in. And hope it holds. Like that. Yeah, like that. Wait, like that. Now these are, I mean, if you like doing fairy trees and fairy houses and fairy building, you know, anything fairy, it's fun. It is, it's just fun. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to build that around there and keep that upright. I'll flatten that out like it's all one. Like that. I'm going to use this one that's not before it hardens. No, it's gone too hard. Never mind, we'll use this one. I'm just going to fold that around it. And then before I do any more, I'm going to take another piece of wire. Let me just bend this one a different way. Take another piece of plaster, clay, and I'm going to add that way into there. I'm going to do that, break it off and just add it. Now I've got another one of those here, and I'm going to try and do this without breaking it. Let's see if I can do it. Let me clip this bit off. There's like glue bits on it. So you see, like that. I just don't really want to break it. Just trying to make it into one hole. That's it. See, like that. So it looks like a little insect house. And then we have to do this again with this side. I don't really want to do too much and break that. Pliers. So what I want to do is to break that like that. Doesn't matter about any glue getting on it. Get a little bit more clay. Oh, there we are, I've got it here. Like that. And I just dip my finger in and water this down and help it all. Now I don't want it straight because it's got to look like a trunk of some sort. So I'm going to do it so it's facing this way, but I need to get the best angle of that. Yep, I like that. So we're just going to turn that. Oh, that's great. So if you can see what I've done. Now that should be able to come off. Yeah. Like that. And we just blend that in. Like that. And then when we come to paint it and decorate it, it's going to be ready. I need that to turn around. Like that. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Then we'll bring it forward a little bit. That's it. And that can fit in a, you know, I think we might do that one on top. I'm just going to try something. It might not work, but it might do. And if it does, I'll be pleased as punch. If it doesn't, bloody hell. Right. Oh, look, I've spilt my water. Oh, divvy woman. Divvy, divvy, divvy. Never mind. Right. Just got to straighten this up a little bit. Though I don't want it too straight. Now we've got to measure that. Yeah, it's going to have to hang about there. So what I'm going to do is turn this into a circle here, and then grab that, and I'm going to hold that and twist it like that. See? And it's all different shapes. I'm going to put that in there like that, and then I'm going to glue this onto there like that. Oh, perfect. And now we need to do you know what? I could do with a bird's nest, couldn't I? Hang on. I'm going to make one. I'm just going to make myself a bird's nest. So we've got some of this. By the time it's coloured and sorted, got to have a filling in there. We can do that. Hope you watch. Sorry, I hope you're watching this. We're just making a bird's nest. If you're just joining us. Yep. And you know what? Somewhere I have a cute little bird that will just pop on there. Like that. Alright, just going to make sure he's glued in. Like that. Again, just trim off all your bits. He's fine there. And this will be great tomorrow to paint and sort out. I need some little insects here. Well, what I've got was these wings. See? So, what I'm going to do is prepare a little bit of clay. They've got to be tiny. That's coming out of there. Or one going in it. Tiny little body. Like that. So I'm going to do them like that. And then we'll have to let these dry so I can paint them. Like that. Mummy and 3 babies. And Oh, I think we need to do a few ladybirds as well. So, we're just going to wrap those. That's going to be that. We'll make 3. One, 2, and a little one. Three tomorrow, and I can paint those. Right everyone, I'm back. Now, the last time I did a video, we made this little bucket. Well, we actually made that bucket, and that was the mistake I'd made. When I put the things in the bucket for display, I used the original bucket that I made a long while ago, and the one I made the other day is there. So, never mind, it doesn't matter. I also made the candle holder, and it's just made out of a glue stick, and then paint the top end with felt bead caps. And we're just going to put that in there because I don't want to lose it. So we've made the brush, the soap, the sweeping brush, the mop, washboard. That was the other mop we made, and they look great. And it's just using, remember, the eyelet, using an eyelet skewer and just a bit of string. So that's that. And another one there made from lollipop sticks and just the tube. I don't know if I think I put the other one away, but hey. Now, I made this as well, which was the bird nesting. This can all be painted up. I'm not fussed about that whatsoever. These are the little insects, which are going to be painted, you know. Made it on clay. That needs gluing down, of course, which I think we shall do that. Oh, it's glued into there, isn't it? But it needs gluing down properly. So basically, I think what I'm going to do... Where's my glue? I've got some wood glue here. And I think I'll just swish that about. And then just move it around. That should do. Like that. And that will set. But there's a couple of things I wanted to do. Now, I did have 2 wings like that. It's beautiful. But I seem to have lost one. I'll probably find it on the floor somewhere. I did. Oh, and we made this one as well. The little toadstool family. And I love the way it's dried and they've split. I wanted the insects. I'm going to do a couple of insects on these. And so that was the bodies for them. Mum and her 3 children. That's those. And then these were for the ladybugs. So what I'm going to do is just get out the red pen. And we'll just do the ladybugs first. I mean, these can be any colour you want. And these are the silks. So I'm going to have a green, what do you think? Yeah, let me just give it a good... There we go. And they're really nice paints. But always paint from the lid, if you can. So I'm going back to this one now. So I'm going to paint the stems first. So, now with this little one, let me just finish off doing that bit there. Right. I think with this little one, we're just going to do the pink. Because like I said, it is going to get some little white spots on it. And I love the way it's split there, because it makes it look more natural. Oops. Yeah. Hang on, I might just pop that in there. I'll blend that in. Yeah. So we're just going to leave that to dry. So I've just got to wait for the cement one to dry. It will take a while. It's drying now, but it'll take a while. So again, I used Sunburst from the Silks acrylic glaze. From the same one, I also used key lime. I used the Illuminaire, however you say it. Oops. Russet. And from the Viva ones, it's a precious metal colour, and I used that Cerise pink. But there's no more I can do yet until this has dried and this has dried. See? And then I can sort those out, because I have to take this off of here, and I'm going to glue it to a base here with that, so it'll be down below like that when I put that one back on. I had to try and fix that up, so I'm going to discard that one because I broke it. We're going to leave that alone, but we're just going to work on this little family today, and we're going to do this as well. Now, if you remember, I did manage to do the wings on the little one, on the bumblebee. Just doing them down a little bit more. I hope you're seeing this. Sorry. I'm going to bring the camera down a little bit now. The wings are just slightly too big. Like that. But I'm happy with that. That'll do me. And I'm just now going to attach that onto this, and I think I'm going to put it there so it looks like he's there, like that. See? Cute. These are little insect houses. So let's move on. Now, I did have these little guys as well. And I'm just going to pop them on. Let me just do this. I'm going to put one here, just to look like little bugs. And then one I'm going to put on top, I think, of there. Like that. Oh, look at that, still cute. Plus, we've got the ladybirds, and we'll put them on in a minute, because I've just got to finish this off. Now, where did I put my paint? There we are. What I need to finish off is to do this one, and then we're going to sort that one out. If you remember, I used the Weaver's Dream Paste to do the base of this. Now it's hardened, I can paint it. Where's my little brush? Here we are. This is what I'm after. So I'm just going to move that one out of the way. And we're going to paint in this so it looks like soil, but it will have a little bit of moss put on it as well. Like that. Yeah, that'll do. But I'm going to fix that onto there as well, and then we'll work around putting the moss on. Now we're going to make the moss. I'm going to show you how I do that. So let's just see which way. I think I like it like that. And I'm going to fix it on to there like that. So it's like a little set. So first of all, I'm going to glue this on. Like that. Oops, there's the dogs. Just let that harden. I think that'll be fine. See how that looks? And then while that's drying, I'm going to start and mix the moss. Now what you need for that is something like this, which I have. This is from Petite Properties, weedy grass, landscaping material. And it does say do not inhale like you would. I mean, why would you? It's not weed. And it only cost £1. And it goes a long way. So what I do for that, take my little pot. Now I did bust my bottle, didn't I? So it's been stood upside down on my windowsill for a while. Oops. Like I said, we're just going to mix that together. And then you add your grass. And you need it to be, you can have it paste-like, or I need it to look like it's in clumps. The consistency you're looking for is, you know, like clumps, bitty. It's really hard to describe. Right, let's have a look. Because it will dry. I'm going to put a little bit more in. Let me just see if I can do a different colour. Yeah, I've got a little bit of this yellow as well. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit in. And mix that in. Oops, don't want to lose it. Yeah, that's about right. So I'm just going to put some on there like that. And then this is where the fun bit is. I need kind of like, let me just get a little spatula. That's it. So they're like these hospital things. Oh, not hospital, dentist things. Right, so that's dried. Now, what I've got to do is to attach, let me just make sure I've got a hole in this. That's about right. And what I'm going to do is you just attach a little bit of glue. I might actually be better with tweezers. Let me just say, I might actually put it on like that. and you just fill it where you want it to be. I think we'll continue with a little bit more around here. We can put some in there, of course. Some around the base. We can even put some in the front here. And just pack it in. It will all dry. Push that down a little bit and push that in there. Yeah, I like that. Now we've got some leaves to put on it as well, so for now I'm just going to let that dry and clean my hands. Although I don't need to wash them. Look, it's coming off. It's got glue on. Oh, that's what it is. So you can just rub it off. What a shame about all that glue. My bin's going to be chocker in it in a minute. Right. Yeah, there's tons of that in my poor bin. Right, so, like I say, it's going to be a little bit hard to show you that now. So I've got all the grass and moss on it that I want. Well, I'm going to put some grassy bits on it. And I think what I'm going to use for the... Oh, okay, I've got some of these as well. See, like these little... Oh, where have they gone? See, like these tiny little flower things. What I'm going to do is... If I can just take these bud things off. And use those. In like a group. Now, I'm sure this will work, says she, who's not sure. I'm using a little bit of, like a wood glue here. I may have to revert and use some, what's it, glue? Hot glue. You see what you can do? Not finished yet. These little plants grow in there. See what else I have. Now I've got these trees, and this is like a coloured moss. But what they remind me of are little flowers. Because each one is slightly different. So I'm just going to take a few apart. They're made in the similar way to this. Right, I hope, I'm going to lift it up a little bit. So, just added some little multicoloured, it's just like fibre, and a couple of flowers here. Want a couple more bits. I'm just going to see if I can take some of this apart. So it's got a little bit of growth there. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye for now.